Now hopefully you're going to see this. The idea is that you see kind of how I do it. If I zoom it in too far, it's going to start getting all blurry and start wigging out. The important thing to remember on this, you just want to start at one little patch. You're going to just think about this as this is the only patch you're going to mess with for right now, okay? One patch at a time, you can do it. And I'm just going to grab a little bit on my knife and I'm going to hold it up there like that, and then I'm going to kind of pull it across and skip it on there. Now see, that one didn't skip very well, did it? And since it was my first go, that's okay. I can wipe it off and I can try it again. And I'm just going to pull off a little bit more and I'm going to try it again. See? It's just kind of like how you hold your mouth. Now, I probably should have started over here first and then worked my way this way, but you know, however you hold your knife might be better than in other, you know, backhanding it, and I can kind of hit it and kind of tap it and go a little bit. You know, whatever you feel you've got to do to kind of get it up there. And I'm looking at the existing, and you don't want to put it all in on the same direction because you don't want it, you're trying to blend it in, you know what I mean? Okay, now I can take my knife, I'm going to hold it like this, I'm just going to kind of flatten it down a little bit more, like that. That doesn't look too bad. Now if you think you need to add a little bit more, you can. You don't have to, you know, a professional, he's going to use like a 12-inch knife up there. My next patch, I may try a 6-inch. I've got a 6-inch here, and see, I could try it that way, but once you start messing up, if you do, you're going to have a line going all the way across it. I'm just grabbing a little bit on the tip as I go, and I can just tap it where I think it's needed and pull it across there. And I'm kind of liking that. Okay. That's all I'm going to do on that patch. I'm ready for the next one. Okay, let me zoom in and see if it's going to go wiggy on us or not. Because see, everything's light. See? That's my texture. When it dries, it's going to give me that skippity-doo-dah look. And I started there in the corner. And once you get brave, you can get out here in the middle. I wouldn't suggest doing the middle first. Okay? Alright, I'm going to do that next one now. Let's see what we can do with that one. I'm still going to use my 3-inch knife, grab a little bit, and as I put it on, I'm going to hold it up here and then I'm going to go whoosh, like that. Is there any rhyme or reason to this? Are you trying to match something? No, it's a random type. Just pull a little bit on there. And see, I can kind of tap it where I think it's needed. You just don't want to be heavy-handed. Okay? Light touch. Light touch. You think you got too much on there, you can scrape a little bit off and tap it again. Okay, I want just a little bit there and I can tap it. And I saw where the outside edge is. Now I can wipe off my excess and I got a clean blade. Make sure you don't get your fingers up in there. If you hold it like that, you got to hold your fingers down a little bit so they don't get up in the ceiling. And you want this kind of flat. That's why you have to kind of hold this like this, you know, just very delicate. You don't want to go up at an angle and try to wipe it down, because then you're going to wipe too much of it off. Now that we got the skip trowel on there, we're just going to gently flatten it. You press too hard and you're gonna make everything too big up there. Okay, that's my next patch. Hey, that one looks nice. You're an artist. That's what you are.